Welcome, early childhood teachers. My name is Marisol Diaz, Administrative Director with Miami-Dade County Public Schools Early Childhood Programs. I want to begin by thanking all of you for your efforts during the first 2 weeks of these uncharted times of distance learning. The initial phase of early childhood distance learning involved the availability of at-home learning activities, updating our early childhood website, and seeing pre-K teacher innovation on social and communication platforms from many of you as our district's early childhood superheroes that you are. From monitoring Waterford with VPK learners to recording story times and scheduling meaningful remote interaction time with your students, each of you are demonstrating that as pre-K educators, we are where learning begins. Now, on April 6th, we will begin the start of our district's Distance Learning 2.0. Our early childhood goal is to ensure that we have developmentally appropriate practices in place to support our students and resources for our families at home. I would like to provide a brief overview of the available resources on our employee portal for teachers and on our early childhood website to support your intentional planning during this time. So what does Distance Learning 2.0 look like in pre-K? Well, pre-K teachers should be conducting check-ins with families to check student progress, engage in conversations, share online educational resources, and address needs or questions. This can look like conducting remote lessons or hosting online video read-alouds and songs for our students through an interactive portal. It could also mean going live on platforms such as Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or Skype. Or you could upload videos through applications such as Class Dojo or Remind. We want to make sure all pre-K teachers connect distance learning with their students and send families at-home learning resources. Additionally, during this time, please make sure to stay connected with your paraprofessionals, assistants, and other pre-K peers, and our own district support staff to participate in collaborative discussions, share resources, and more. On our dadeschools.net website, under the Employee Portal, go to the Curriculum Resources tab, and there will be a pre-K tab right after. You will see two important links that align our distance learning in pre-K to the distance learning overall plan K-12. The first resource is the Quarter 4 Instructional Continuity Pacing Guide. Now, this is simply a guide to remind you that all distance learning should be focused on our Florida Early Learning Developmental Standards. We have identified some standards to focus on during this fourth quarter of distance learning. Now, keeping in mind that every child's developmental needs will vary, this is only a guide to help you plan by program area, and you can select these specific standards as appropriate for your children. A second resource available under this same tab will be the recommended student time on tasks for pre-K distance learning. This is a guide to help you plan distance learning and have some estimated time frames of expected time on task for your students. Again, understanding the varying routines that will be taking place in our homes, these are two guides to help you as pre-K teachers plan for your distance learning. In addition to our pre-K information available on the district's icp.dadeschools.net website, our updated Early Childhood Programs website has pre-K learning supports available for teachers and parents that include new at-home learning activities for families and a variety of online learning platforms appropriate for our students. Now, I know many of you have already been exploring this site, but let's take a closer look at exactly what is available at where? earlychildhood.dadeschools.net. As you will see, this homepage has links to at-home learning activities and resources, online learning platforms and resources, and the new WLRN educational programming for pre-K through second grade. Now, when you click on at-home learning activities and resources, this specific link has downloadable parent-led activities to support student learning in emergent writing, literacy, and math. This is essentially a playlist or a calendar of activities that families can implement easily at home and is available in English, Spanish, and Creole. A music and movement playlist that parents can use, as well as printable materials including scripted stories, feelings charts, relaxation techniques, etc. Now, when you click on the daily visual schedule, a sample at-home daily schedule is also available here on our website. Essential to how we plan for our young learners at school and what we hope parents will establish at home to the extent possible is making sure they have a predictable routine to provide children with a sense of security and help meet their developmental needs. We have included a sample daily visual schedule to provide routine and structures to students' distance learning day at home. Understanding the diversity of our learners, the diversity of our families, and the diversities of their homes, this is simply a guide to be adapted, as these plans are never meant to be a one-size-fits-all solution. We encourage you to assist families by providing them suggestions for activities during the different parts of the day. Families are able to download the visual schedule in long form or visual schedule cards. These are available for download at the top of the page or in our Printables link. We also have a video modeling how to use this daily visual schedule on our YouTube learning channel that we will explore soon. Then when you click on online resources, this site has access to learning platforms such as Waterford, MyOnReader, or for our Head Start families, Galileo. We have also included resources such as Vroom and Talking is Teaching to help families turn everyday moments into teachable moments. And you will also find links to museums that have taken their museum experience online, such as the Miami Children's Museum and the Frost Museum of Science, links to virtual field trips, such as to the San Francisco Zoo. There is also a toolkit to help families impacted by COVID-19, and that is our Ready Rosie link. We have also included a link to Scholastic Learn at Home. Scholastic has developed daily lesson plans with access to ebooks, videos, and songs that is a great resource to support your electronic lessons. Remember that at-home Waterford information must be provided to VPK families so students can log in and access the Waterford program. Waterford is available for home use for those students who were already using it in their pre-K classrooms. Waterford sessions should be increased by the teacher on the manager to 2 sessions of 20 minutes per day. Teachers should use the Padlet online resource created to assist in answering a variety of questions about the Waterford system. Padlet.com/Marla Myers/Miami Dade Also, please email Dina Westberg at dina@dadeschools.net or Marla Myers at marlamyers@waterford.org for additional support. Then, when you scroll down further, you will see the ESC supports, social-emotional supports, and other health resources. In the social-emotional tab, you will find a variety of tips for families to help children cope during times of change. Many resources used in pre-kindergarten classrooms that support social-emotional development are available here. Teachers may refer families to this tab to find helpful tools such as the feelings phase, to help children acknowledge and label their feelings and emotions. Strategies on how to self-regulate, such as breathing techniques, visuals to practice being a star, a drain, a pretzel, or a balloon, and scripted stories such as Tucker Turtle, who teaches young children how to calm down when they have strong feelings. Practice mindfulness with activities that redirect a child's attention to the present moment. And tips on how to talk to young children about coronavirus. And if you have ESC children in your classroom or are a pre-K ESC teacher, be sure to take time to explore the multitude of resources available on that pre-K ESC supports tab. As you continue scrolling down to the link to our YouTube channel, we have also developed a YouTube learning channel with videos on how to use the daily visual schedules, how to use the relaxation techniques, and stories read aloud by some of our own department staff as part of our #StorytimeMDCPS initiative. We encourage, as you videotape your stories, to email them to us and we will add them to our YouTube channel for all to enjoy. On behalf of our VPK, Head Start, Early Head Start, Pre-K ESC, and Transition to K programs, we thank you in advance for the creativity, dedication, and impact you are about to make for our young learners and their families. Our department's support staff will continue to provide support to you as you plan for Distance Learning 2.0. Working closely with families is always a primary component to our mission. Distance learning in pre-K will now be driven by quality interactions with our students and with our families. We hope the resources reviewed today will be helpful and empower each of you to take the excellence of your early learning classrooms directly into the homes of our young learners. With that said, early childhood educators, unleash your superpowers and let's make sure that our community knows where learning begins.